We're back with another one. Another blind testing of some detailing products. And we're doing it different this time. We took your feedback into consideration because many of you love the concept of the video. Many of you came up with a lot of great series names in the comments, which is amazing. But the biggest complaint was that we never told you what the products were. And that was a fail on our part. So today we're going to do it different. I have no idea what's in any of these bottles. Jimmy, behind the camera here, ordered all of this stuff in. Jimmy, what is it?
Can't tell you, but I ordered it all. Carson and I bottled it all. So it's in black bottles with just different sprayers on it, and then a couple pop tops that I was able to grab from a couple different lines.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. And so Jimmy's been keeping this a secret, and I mean that 100% honestly. We've tried to like come up and smell them, and he like slaps our hand away because he wants this to be the full experience. So you guys are gonna know what these products are. I don't know what these products are. I'm probably not gonna know until the end of this video.
We're gonna reveal it at the end to you guys and to Anthony and everybody else on camera back here. All these guys on their phones.
They really, you can see they're really into this. Yeah. So same concept as last time. We're just going to go through and we're just going to be testing the product. So we're going to apply it the same way we did. Let's get started. Let's get these buckets filled up and we'll jump straight into it. We have the water there. Let's come over here. First thing.
Smell test?
Don't spray anything. I'm just making sure it's off. So we'll do a quick smell test just of what we're going to start off with. So realistically, wheels and tires first. We need to get the wheel bucket going. So we'll have tire cleaner. We'll test that out. We'll do iron remover, dry, and then we're gonna do wheel cleaner, dry. Everything else will wait till everything gets wet. We have our bucket soap there.
Make sure we do our wheels and tires first, otherwise people will shame us and say, how come you didn't do the wheels and tires? We're gonna do the wheels first?
And these wheels are filthy, dude. So this is perfect. So this is Andy's car. Andy's car we've used in a couple of videos. Andy has a coated car. It is protected.
Well, it was
not maintained.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It's coated. But
it hasn't been washed for at least 6 months.
Dude, yeah, it's been a while. So, okay, I'll just start with the iron remover. Get this over with first. So it's not that it necessarily smells like bad.
Oh, it smells bad.
No, it doesn't though.
It's like a cherry.
Yeah, it's like a cherry. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But it doesn't smell that bad. It's not the worst I've ever smelled.
Here, Gabe, let's get a smell test. Iron remover.
Tire cleaner doesn't smell like anything. That's a good thing, right? Normally those can be kind of potent.
It smells like iron from here.
No.
What are you talking about?
Oh, crap, dude.
I knew that one would get you.
That's not a good one.
This one smells like, you know what this one kind of smells like? It smells like that cherry cough syrup, but the aftermath after it settles. Yeah.
Try to take a whiff of the wheel cleaner.
Oh, the tire cleaner doesn't smell like anything.
Tire cleaner kind of smells like Windex. I'm just trying to correlate it to smell so you guys understand what I think I'm smelling.
Are you just smelling all of them?
No, we're just smelling just these three. Just, dude, that messed me up, dude.
Is that the iron remover?
No, don't keep smelling it. Like, it's bad. So we're going to go tire cleaner first. Same thing. Same process we did last time. Front wheels here. Get comfortable. Sitting on my Viper chair, my low pro. The detailer's choice for Viper chairs, by the way. Thanks to our friends over at Viper Chairs. So these tires, dude, they're wasted. He's hitting a lot of stuff. See that? He's parking along a lot of parallel parking here. There we go. Just takes a minute. I wish I had a little bit more cling. It could be the sprayer too. Let me actually back this out a little bit. No, it's just a little runny. It's a little runny, but we'll get some agitation on there and we'll see how it does. But I mean, it's working. It's just, I mean, here we go.
Is that the tire?
Yeah, it's just a tire. So look right here, ready? See what I mean?
I can see a little bit of browning.
But the runoff is just really quick.
Seems like it needs to be used.
Yeah.
You need to use a lot of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Any thoughts after using that? What product it is?
No, it smells. So what's funny is that it kind of, I think a lot of tire cleaners are starting to either smell very similar or something, because okay, you know how you kind of get hit with that little bit of that like kind of causticness of like you kind of feel it in your lungs a little bit, not in a good way. I'm getting a little bit of that, right? And we'll get that with a little.
I can feel it while I'm
You
sitting
can
down
feel
here.
it. You can feel it, right? And
Yeah.
we get that with forced, right?
Yeah.
So forced, we'll get a hit of that, and we'll notice that kind of right off the bat. And
It's usually more common when you have products that have a lot of, what's that? It's a scientific word. I can't think of my head right now, but when it starts to burn, it's not really good.
yeah.
So that's all. So it's
I'm
not
getting
too
like-
bad, but to be an RTU, it hits me a little differently. So
We'll do pressure wash the front tire. We'll see how it does, just the tire on its own, and then we will agitate the rear. Lucas got a brush, so grab this, and we'll do our rinse on the front. We'll see how this holds up. Here we go.
What the heck happened?
We'll see. And then Lucas is doing the agitation right now, so we're going to see.
are you having to reapply it, Lucas?
Going to. It's running off so fast.
It's running off pretty quick.
Nice. I'm gonna in a second here do a little cleaner.
There we go. Yeah.
It's nice with agitation.
There we go. Yeah. It's looking good. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I know that that's like a double spray, right? It
Yeah.
would be nice if it had enough cling to just like last there
To
and then
stay and sit
a
on
couple
there.
shots in the brush, but we'll do a quick rinse. Here we go. Cool. And then Gabe, what do you got?
I'm gonna do wheel cleaner.
Okay. Well, that wheel cleaner, dude. I don't like the way that felt when I smelled that. But we shouldn't be putting your nose in wheel cleaner
Correct.
in general. Just that.
It's very watery.
Yeah, it doesn't really foam up that much.
Well, let it sit because I want to see. I didn't like smell any like thioglycolate in or anything like that, but I just want to see if it's going to have any type of.
Really, I smelled a little.
Did you smell a little bit?
Yeah, it smells pretty.
Did it smell sulfury? A little bit. I just got hit with just that overwhelming like lung irritation smell.
Let's
like
do
that.
this on this wheel. I won't scrub it, even though I put some in the brush. Let's just let it so it's dwelling.
You can do the rear wheel.
You can actually see it falling. So what I'm going to do is we'll swap spots. You just spray this one, and actually, ooh, the rotor's turning purple.
Are you? I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I think your noses are burned out, but that's what I smelled, and I said it on camera.
I'm aerated, I can really smell it.
Okay, so that one we'll just spray. This one we'll spray and scrub.
Dude, it's running off really quick.
It is. It's turning purple.
No, it is, but I'm saying like it's just very watery, so it's just running off like much faster than I would typically
I'm
like.
gonna spray this one as well over here.
And then fallout remover we'll use on the wheels on the other side.
Yeah, that's fine. So on the rotor, it's turning purple almost immediately. Ooh, it's even turning purple on the brush right here, Jimmy. See that right there? Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray the brush.
Yeah, here in a minute.
Oh, look at that. Wow, Anthony, look at that. Your brush gets in the middle of the spokes.
Does.
Wow. It's like you
Gabe said
designed
he
it.
didn't want to buy one.
It's like you designed it that way.
I'm mostly just looking at the and I don't know if these wheels are. I don't know if these wheels are coated or anything.
They're not. We didn't coat them.
It's getting a little skunky now. You smell that?
Yeah, I mean, there's an iron remover in it. It just doesn't look like it's super powerful.
No, and it's not and so for people watching, it's not like an iron remover in a wheel cleaner is not like a requirement for me. It's not something that's necessary. Like for example, like Brake Buster, amazing wheel and tire cleaner, right? One of the people's favorites, right? There is not an ounce of thioglycolate in that, and that hence why Iron Buster exists, right? But Magic Wheel Cleaner, right, from Coach Kemi, does have a built-in fault remover, and that particular product is amazing because of the cleanliness, right? So not only you're having, you know, a lot of extra cleaners and detergents in there to focus on like actual grime, but you're actually also focusing on, you know, the fallout from the brake calipers and whatnot. And that product's awesome because I like it because of the cleanliness. And
now that you say that, it kind of smells more or less like Magic Wheel Cleaner as it sits. But when you smell it out of the bottle, it's definitely stronger.
I don't know, but if basically from what I can just tell right now, a little bit of cleanliness, a little bit more cleanliness, a little bit more thickness would have probably gone a long way, I think. So.
It looks like there's still
Yeah.
contaminants still within the wheel.
Yeah.
So I think this product, if you were to use it, you definitely need to scrub it. It is not a touchless, obviously, product.
Channel my inner Nakai-san. Let's channel my inner Nakai-san.
It smells so powerful that like I would have genuinely thought I would have just stripped all that in the areas that we didn't agitate. So
Try this one. This one's agitated, so. That right there is a clean wheel.
well, minus the paint transfer and the curbing, but I would mock that up to be clean.
But one interesting thing, Anthony and Blaine and Levi, is that the rotor on the front looks great on this, minus the contaminants and the sediments in between the spokes on this front wheel.
First impression, tire cleaner. You guys think 7 out of 10? Tire cleaner, 7 out of 10?
I'm at a 6.
6? Wheel
6.5.
cleaner. Now, wheel cleaner. Wheel cleaner, I'm saying probably like a 5 out of 10.
Wow, really?
6 out of 10.
I disagree. I would rate the wheel cleaner a little bit higher, and the only reason why is rotor looks great. I mean, agitation, you most times you have to agitate to get crap off unless you're going full-blown wheel cleaner.
I feel like I could have sprayed Magic Wheel Cleaner on that, or I feel like I could have sprayed Brake Buster, and I feel like I would have had very close to.
Let's do it then.
Well, no, I mean I think I would have a much closer to a clean wheel. Grab Magic Wheel Cleaner, go grab it.
That's what I'm saying.
Grab it and spray it on the front.
I'm gonna spray it on the front. I'm not gonna agitate it.
On this side?
Yeah.
Magic Wheel Cleaner is going to cling though.
It's gonna
So we're gonna do
cling.
the same thing. I'm not gonna agitate. I'm gonna do the same thing I did on that wheel.
Keep that rear wheel for the this brand's fault remover though.
Okay. I see what you're saying about clinging. So if you look at this, what Anthony's referring
And it's
to.
not just the sprayer. Magic Wheel Cleaner is just it's a thicker
It's
product.
a gel.
Spray the rotor. Magic Wheel Cleaner is not as harsh too in the sense.
Not smell wise, no.
Smell wise, it's not as harsh as whatever this brand we're using is.
But maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I say it's not a 5 out of 10. Maybe that wheel cleaner is a 8 out of 10, and maybe my expectations are skewed because that's what this test is for, right? Blind testing.
Here's the thing. I thought it did good. It performed well. But I will say, sense-wise, I would prefer this over whatever we just used. 1, and 2, the cleanliness of what you were explaining. Gel-like versus water is much
I don't
different.
know why Coach doesn't make a 1 liter of that Magic Wheel Cleaner. They should. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Will it be will it be as magical as the other side?
No, Lucas, if the spokes are on the bottom, meaning where the sediment is sitting on versus the top, I think it's maybe just a touch.
10% cleaner, maybe.
I'll give it 10%. So for that reason, I would still rank this. Going back to my ranking, I would probably rank this one at a 7.5.
Okay.
It does the job.
Okay. All right. Fallout remover. Let's put it on this. I don't know if I've changed my mind yet. We'll
Should we
see.
do fallout without agitation?
Yeah. We're not going to agitate the fallout remover because we're going to spray that rear wheel and then we'll spray.
Go ahead and do the rear wheel, Lucas, and then we'll see. I'm curious to compare agitation versus non-agitation between the three. Really get in between the spokes.
I feel like that sprayer is just doing a much better job though of dispersing that.
Than the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all new sprayers. Yeah.
So I don't mind the smell of this fallout remover at all whatsoever. I actually kind of like it. It reminds me of like a cherry, like a medicine, but like I think it's very tolerable. I actually think that this smells. I'd use this.
Do you want to get this, Jimmy? It's ready to spray off on this rear wheel. Wow. I think we have ourselves a winner.
That did a great job.
It did a really good job.
This might be it. From this brand. This fallout remover might be the sauce, dude. I'm just gonna spray it on the wheels again because stuff's good.
It got right where we needed it. Right there. Right there. Well, let's let it dwell.
You like it?
Great. I think it smells good. Obviously, it's working pretty well. I'd like to see it on lighter colored paint, is what it is. I like it better than the wheel cleaner.
I don't know, though. Come here.
Still not coming off?
Come here, big guy. Let me show you. It's not. This wheel's pretty bad. It took off a little
No,
bit.
it did take off more. It took. No, dude, that did more.
Well, a little bit more. Granted, we didn't let it dwell super long.
I like it. I think it's pretty good. Snow foam. Can we do a smell test with snow foam, Levi?
How about I open it for you first?
Thank you.
Did I tell you guys I'm foaming to try this product?
There's something in it. Poop. It's very light.
It's a lemony.
It's like super like neutral. Like it's
Yeah.
not super potent, but
It's got
it's
radiance.
like a slight hint of lemon.
Can you go turn off the pump?
Lemon.
The what?
There you go.
Lemon. Citrus. Lemon.
Quick smell.
It's really bland, but yeah, it's kind of citrusy.
Okay, so right now I'm at like 650 mils of water right now. I'm actually gonna knock that down just to pour a little bit out. We'll go down to like 600 mils. Okay, we'll do 600 mils, and I'll add like 100 mils of soap.
Do your basic of what we would add.
Yeah, I'll just do like 100 mils of soap. Oh, it's
Very
It's clear.
it's clear. All right. Crap, and it's very liquidy. Oh my God, it's just spilling
there was
everywhere.
this cool top that Jimmy put on there.
Crap,
That you
dude.
coulda just-
Super easy.
coulda used,
Are you kidding me?
But it's cool.
Bunch of amateurs here. Dude, I don't know
why you did that.
I don't know if I slept well last night.
We had a collab.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Foam's really nice.
Wow. For looking like water going into the foam cannon?
Foams really well.
I mean, it's not sticking really well, but it's foaming really well. It's wet foam.
Can party. It is really runny, but it's thick.
Killer coverage. like one pass, that's good. I'm just doubling it up just to blow through product at this point, but
It's a good dilution.
Like, even though it's running off, it's like still sticking though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a layer that stays behind.
But granted, this car is not protected.
True. It's definitely wetter.
video, I should say.
It's not layering either. That's one thing that I'm noticing. Like it has a layer that is sticking. You can look on this front driver's side fender. It's sticking, but it's not layering like GSF would.
We're gonna foam the bucket wash too, just to do it, because I'll rinse this off, and then we'll foam the bucket wash, and then we'll put some soap into the bucket, and we'll wash from there.
So you want foam bucket wash?
Yeah, I just want to, can we do that?
It's up to you. Are you going to hand wash it with the bucket wash?
With the bucket wash, yeah.
As a foam as well?
Foam
'Cause I
and
think
in
they're
the bucket.
supposed to be used together. Like I think that's supposed to complement
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah,
What-
you need to rinse this off.
What website did you find this information on for directions?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
So, but we're rinsing this off, correct?
Right, rinse
Yeah,
it
you
off.
can rinse it off.
According to
That's
the
how
instructions.
So,
That's how
hey,
it's supposed to
how
be
many-
used. The snow foam is to be rinsed.
Is this a European brand, Jimmy?
Could be German.
Could be German.
Could be Australian.
Australian, okay.
Did you have water up to 600 mils?
Dude, I would love, look at me on the camera. I would love to test Bowden's Own someday. So if there's any way to get some Bowden's Own, you haven't heard of Bowden's Own, have you?
I have never heard
That'd be
Bowden's
fun.
on.
Yeah, they
That
have
would be
they have
fun.
like Snow Job, and they have like their own. Dude, they have like some like fun ones, and I've been wanting to test that brand for a long time, and so I just don't want to know when that is. But
I'll put it in the notes.
put it in the notes. Okay, I'm rinsing this thing off. It's clinging where it needs to cling. I think it's doing a decent job. We'll rinse it, and we'll see how cleanly it rinses. Okay. I think that's probably like the positive is that because it's not like an extra clinger, it's not sticking around for too long, it actually makes it easier to rinse. So I think realistically it rinses pretty easily. I mean, I think it's a good thing. Bucket soap, bucket. Clear all of us up. So yeah. All right, Lucas, show us how it's done. I think that's great as well.
That's not as. It's starting.
No, dude, that's sticking. That's sticking.
It's sticking well.
Sticking well.
Doesn't smell like anything.
Doesn't smell like anything though.
I honestly, it to me, it's not much different from the last soap.
The only thing that throws me off is that there's no smell. Like,
Well, there's no
know
smell,
what I mean?
and it's still wet foam. Initially, when you spray it, it looks great, but it's still running off similarly to the last soap.
It's sticking more.
It definitely is sticking more.
It's sticking more.
this is thicker than the
Because
last
I
one.
went over like 3 times last
And you
time.
did a double layer.
I had
as
like
well.
double layer.
Yeah.
But sometimes the double layer, because the weight will actually pull it off faster. But in this case, like I think
Like,
that
look at
this
the hood.
is.
The hood's not even.
The hood's not
I'm looking
moving.
at the rear quarter panel.
Nah, look at the windshield. Look, the windshield's barely budging, man.
That could be just because it's.
No. I think it's decent. Yeah, decent soap. We'll see how it feels with a washment. All right, let's pump some of that sauce into that bucket right there for me,
Direct
Lucas.
foam injection.
Right, direct foam injection. Right there we go, right into the veins, baby. Oh my gosh, this car is rough,
This
dude.
car is terrible.
Car needs help.
This car needs to be clayed. Should we clay it?
Do they have a clay lube that we can use?
I don't know.
What do you mean I don't know? I'm asking you. Is there a clay lube?
Can we use Dawn dish soap to clay a car?
No, I genuinely think Dawn dish soap, dude, as a clay lube though. Clay lube in a controlled environment, like in here, I think Dawn would be killer. I think it would degrease. I would remove any type of wax that you have on the car.
Gabe.
But like,
What?
I don't think it's going to be great for leaving on your plastic trim for very long. But I feel like you'd do a pretty good job. Maybe we'll do that in a future
gently
video,
go
right?
It's safe for your hands. It's probably safe for your car, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gently.
It's safe on ducks.
Dude, I love Dawn. I like Dawn Power Wash. It's all I use on my dishes. I love it.
Gabe's using this as a clay loop right
Oh,
now.
I'm gonna I'm going for it, man.
Is
Oh,
it
it's
slick?
working.
I mean,
Right there's rough. It's working. I mean, it's pulling off contamination. It's not as rough. Like right here on this pass, you can feel little dots. And I'm not pushing. I'm not putting any pressure.
How does it feel, Lucas?
it's decently slick.
I'm gonna clay this
If
car.
you had to like compare it to GSF or something.
No, it's slick. Not that slick.
No, not GSF slick. I would say more like,
Pearl?
yeah. I'd say Pearl's fair. Like G-Wash.
I think it's got more to it than Pearl does. Not GSF slick. But there's a lot of soapiness on my hands that I can feel, which not all of our soaps feel this way. So
To be fair, this car is really contaminated.
it does, dude. It literally does. It kind of, now you guys said dish soap. Now I'm starting to think that I got dish soap on my
I'm
hands.
telling you. Dawn,
Straight
baby.
up, dude. I feel like maybe it's like unscented palm olive.
Man, that would be crazy.
I think Jimmy's screwing with us
Did
here.
you give us dish soap?
Feels like dish soap.
Dude, like what
It
if it's
does.
like what if
Smells
it's-
like dish soap.
What if it's unscented palm olive?
Might
Or
be.
what if it- what
or
if it-
lemon.
What if it smells like dish soap, but it's one of the biggest brands in the world?
Back from lunch. So we're gonna re-rinse this, and then I believe we have a ceramic spray, we have a detail spray, we have some tire dressing, and some interior stuff as well as some glass stuff. So we still actually have about half the products left to test. So re-rinse this. Dude, this thing is naked.
It's completely dry.
It is,
like, you know what?
there is not
This paint is
anything on
This
this.
is the same type of paint that you see on Facebook Marketplace when the guy's driveway is wet because he wet down his car for the photos that he wanted to list his car with.
Yeah, no, they take it to the
You know?
paint spray, dude. They take it to the
Yeah.
paint spray.
And they go,
'cause
"Yeah,
they're about to
paint's
sell their
good."
car. You're like, dude, paint's like
Yeah.
dripping wet.
Yeah.
No, it literally is. It's dripping wet with water. I'll probably do a quick test spot of the detail spray right there on like maybe the roof that's like kind of already semi-dry. The reason for that is that I don't want to throw on this water kind of activated ceramic spray and then do the detail spray because I think it might take away from that,
Can
that,
you show
that
them what I put on the bottle?
feeling of slickness.
Ceramic spray.
Apply with water.
Yep. I had to leave it like somewhat vague because otherwise
Why
it kind
didn't
of
you just say drying aid?
Because it's not really
not
a
a
drying
drying
aid.
Rinse it.
That makes no
We're
sense.
going
Do you dry it
to-
afterwards?
A drying aid aids with the drying. This isn't.
Is glass
That's all
drying
it
it?
is.
So detail spray.
Lucas.
I'm educating you.
You're not educating me.
Well, you don't know what a.
Kind of reminds me of like a hair shampoo.
What has he got?
I know that's super vague. I don't know what. Oh, it's white. Looks like a whitish product. Yeah, clear. This brand is like obsessed with clear. There's no color. That's okay. You don't have to have color, but it's
This is the Liquid Death detailing line.
liquid death.
It's all sparkling water.
Smell this. Does this not smell? It just kind of smells like a.
It smells like shampoo.
like just like a shampoo, right? And it's what's funny is that it doesn't smell like Sternagloss Silky, but like it reminds me of that because it's kind of like a hairspray smelling stuff. Anyways, I don't mind it. I actually like it. Let's go do a quick little test spot. So FTW right here for the win. Do a couple sprays in the towel. Let's do this spot right here. We'll see what that does. You know what? Either that just gave this paint what it needed more than anything. That's pretty decent. It's hard to tell. I mean, like this paint, like it needs something. It's like it just got back from the Sahara Desert and it's like, it's so dry. It's like, please, anything. And dude, actually feels pretty good. Just a quick, you know what I mean, quick little detail spray. Like,
It's not super slick to the touch, but
no, but it seems to spread really easily. Flip of the towel, I'm not seeing any streaking or anything. But again, this car doesn't really have any it doesn't have any protection on it. So my biggest thing with the detail spray is, you know, most of the vehicles we're trying to, you know, work on and do here, so have some form of protection. So we always check for buildup. We always make sure there's no streaking and whatnot. But with this, it feels pretty good. I think that despite this car needing a lot of love, yeah, we'll come back to it after we get to the final, you know, drying step. So next up here we've got this. All right, ceramic spray, apply with water. So Jimmy, that means apply it to a wet vehicle? Okay.
well, it means spray it on a panel and then rinse
it off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we've used quite a few of these over the years, right? Probably the closest thing that we have in comparison to this. If this is truly how this is sold to be applied, EC Coat is probably the most popular. And then Glatt would be another one. Glatt's not a long term though, right? So it'll survive for a little while, but it's not meant to last like, you know, months and months and months.
Do you think he went Guion on
or
us?
protector wax.
Jimmy, do you think you went Guion?
No, I was
No.
thinking Guion or DIY, but
No,
the
'cause
no
Guion
scent
would
and the
have already
clear.
had color to it, and it would have already had
They're
color.
all clear.
But they would have had scent too, yeah? You'd think.
And they do have scent. I don't think he went Guion.
I'm just trying to
think
think
he
of who
did.
has a
Are you sure?
I don't know. 'Cause
turtle
then-
wax.
I don't think, no.
He's messing with us, you guys. Either
No,
that or he
everything
went.
we were spraying had no color.
What
What
if
if
we're
he?
just spraying water on the car? That'd be crazy.
What if he went like black line or something like that?
Maybe. Ooh.
Jimmy, can I see your face?
I don't think Blackline has this much stuff. We'll actually go up top here. I'm gonna just do the windows.
I would just test one side and let's see how it goes.
Really? Because I'm
Yeah.
already committed to this.
Oh, okay.
Just do
well,
this side of the car.
We're doing the whole thing regardless, right?
Ugh.
This car needs
I hope
something.
it works the way that I think it works.
Dude, I'm just gonna, whatever. No instruction.
Does it smell?
Okay, how about this? Next test. Can
I'm
we
gonna
at
start
least
giving you some instructions.
give us some instructions
God, this
because
I'll
doesn't
get myself
smell.
some like little cards.
because I don't know if I'm doing this right, and you can't even tell me if I'm
It
doing
smells like
this.
you're spraying vinegar.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
problem
Dude,
is so the
straight
problem is for the audience. I ordered this stuff months ago, and so when I ordered this stuff, I look at it, read the descriptions, kind of figure out what we want to get, and then we get to test day, and I should probably do a refresher just so I know, but we'll work on that for the next one. You said it smells like vinegar?
It does smell like
Yes.
vinegar.
It smells like vinegar. Are you packing home?
He's making
good?
us clean a car with home products.
No, I think it looks good, man. I think that it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
See, these are the kinds of products that I dig for, like wheels.
I think it looks great. I really do. I got the proper dilution. If you could take a look at that.
Yeah, not vinegar. Hey, can we get a?
It's weird that you put bead maker in there.
Yeah. Okay, let's. We're probably gonna blow dry this thing, and we'll probably go from there. But you know what, though? It does exactly like what it's supposed to do. So back in the day, when we carried WOWOs, right? People remember that. We had hydro bead, right? Hydro bead was applied the exact same way. Also had a slight vinegar smell to it, and because basically they use it. I don't know what the exact chemistry is, but that's what allows it to stick, right? So that's what instead of like a solvent or anything, they're using this kind of vinegary base to allow the product to even set up and last in the first place. Easy Coat, though, I don't think smells like vinegar, though. Does it?
No. I honestly don't remember what it smells like. I haven't used it in like over a year.
Smells like vinegar. So
Easy Coat does not. No.
Easy Coat does not. So, anyways, okay, let's go ahead and
Unless this is Adam's Slick and Slide.
slick and slide.
Is it Adams?
So
No, there's not enough
I might
scent.
have called-
Adams had. So
We love Uncle Adam, by the way.
I don't know if somebody was behind me. So, fun fact: H2O Garden Gloss from Adams, right? I love that stuff, dude. It smelled incredible. Have you ever? So, I would have to bring some in or see if Uncle Adam here locally.
Wait, you
could bring
do you
some
carry Adams at home?
I don't carry Adams at home, but shout out to Adams Waterless Wash. I love the way that stuff smells. It's like a sour citrus scent, right?
At least he's honest.
And I
I
also
just
love-
watched him take a gallon of Adams detail spray home not even a week ago. He said, "Whose
I've
is
been
this?"
caught.
Said, "Whose is this?"
I've been caught.
We like to have
And
a fun time.
you should have seen him.
here.
He scurried back to
It
his
was
car.
R&D.
You know what I mean?
Is what he
Dude,
says.
I won't lie. I love Adams Detail Spray. I love the smell of it, man. That strawberry cotton candy.
Pretty good.
It's just amazing.
That's
I
true.
just-
If it were Adams, you think it'd have a better smell.
Yeah.
Not vinegar.
All this stuff has been clear.
no, everything from Adams smells pretty good.
Really good.
Almost everything.
So I feel like can
Okay.
we take a pause and just say, ruling out that this line is not Adams.
Are you wanting me to confirm or deny?
we saw that the hydrophobic property of that was great. That did exactly what it was supposed to do. Don't know if we applied too much, don't know if we applied too little. Let's just go ahead and dry the paint. And so, Gabe, if we can grab maybe like a liquidator, we'll grab the detail spray, use that as a drying aid.
What
This is
what does it
probably-
smell like?
This is the stuff that smells like hair shampoo.
Oh, does it? Probably is. Jimmy probably.
I think. You know what, though, dude? I like it.
Why? You do?
I do like it. I would use this. Just in that first couple passes, I can kind of already tell that this is something I probably would enjoy to use. So, all right, hood.
So you're saying you like Guions?
We don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is
We don't
either.
know what it is. Try. Lucas. You're gonna like this. Try that hood. Try that hood.
Holy water
That's
spots.
pretty good.
That right? It's almost immediate. It's
Yeah, dude,
almost
that
immediate.
slides right off the rip.
So you know what that reminds me of the most, right off the rip, is actually G-Technic's Quick Detailer, because that's an unsung hero.
Yeah,
yes,
but
dude,
This
nobody,
this product line has not been consistent with G-Technic.
no, it's not G-Technic.
I know.
I'm saying this reminds me probably the most of G-Technic's Quick Detailer in that feel, because people don't know that G-Technic's Quick Detailer feels amazing because it's never had a freaking scent before, so nobody ever bought it because it's not as fun to use.
So here's one thing. Did you already spray over here?
No.
I'm having.
It feels just as. So it might just be the protection that we put on.
I see. Well, that does feel pretty good, doesn't it? That does feel pretty good, doesn't it? Hold on, let me try. Back off. I can't bend, but I am going to definitely. No, dude, that feels good.
Feel it as it sets up over here, you guys.
So maybe this company is not great at making like wheel cleaners and tire cleaners, but they make a great fallout remover. They make decent soap. I'm pretty sure one of them was.
I just
palm
wish
olive.
it had a scent.
I would say decent.
the
I would
only
not
complaint.
call it great.
Dude, this thing, that's. It's bouncing around. That's. Jimmy, come feel this. It's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
towel,
All
it's very nice.
All right, I'm coming down the side here. Well, I'm not coming down the
Paint probably
side.
doesn't do it justice.
I am spraying the side. Here
Oh, hey, speaking of which, did that marking from
No.
come off?
No.
This car is so bad. Is this DIY?
Never mind.
No, it's not DIY.
I don't know.
How do you know? Have you used their products?
Yeah, I think that DIY makes a really good soap. I think their Incredible Suds is pretty good. But that's
Yeah,
that
but they-
to me is what carries that
But
line.
they have a ceramic spray and they have a detail spray.
So they have quick beads.
Is this MVP?
No, because he ordered it.
Yeah, but did I order it next door and then just bring
No,
it
you
over
did
in
not.
boxes?
That's too easy for
Don't
you.
know, man.
No, this thing feels pretty good. Granted, we clayed it and needed some love. I think it feels pretty good.
This
All right.
car is hammered. It's water
Okay.
spotted. It didn't do anything.
All right, what do you got now?
Glass cleaner. What color is it?
This may or may not be from another brand.
The glass cleaner?
It's clear.
Is it invisible glass?
No, don't say that.
It's clear.
Are you sure? 100%? On God?
Yeah, that's right.
On the game?
It is clear. He's right.
Hey, you guys think you know me. You guys think you know the brands I pick.
Did you mix them? Yes or no?
I'm not going to tell
I
you.
feel like that's unfair.
No, no, it's not.
It reminds me of orange popsicles on a hot summer day.
Okay, spray it and use it. We'll spray it on the glass, Gabriel.
Oh.
You're getting all over the paint.
Oh, I was trying to be cool. Well, no, that's the outside. Oh, that's disgusting.
There's like a sticker right here.
Okay. All right, Andrew.
Oh, the tint's
Anthony.
peeling right here.
What? Oh, Andrew. I thought you were saying my name.
Looks like he's cutting through it. Oh yeah, look at the towel. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that towel. Gabe, stop wiping real quick. Let me show the people how dirty that towel is. That's crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's super dirty. Look at it.
That's does he vape?
Before you do the other side, Jimmy, get that 50-50 of the smoke.
Oh yeah. Good call, Levi.
Does
That's
he
wild.
smoke?
No,
Does he vape?
maybe.
Not anymore.
Depends on who's asking.
I think he just doesn't clean his windows. I think it's just.
Look at that. I mean, here's the deal. I can't say that this glass cleaner definitively took that off, can you? Because if you wipe a towel that is already filmed with something, I feel like that's not a
Flip
fair.
it to a clean side.
How's it doing though, in terms of cleaning ability?
It is okay. Like if you look.
There's a lot of smudges still. It doesn't look like it's flashing.
It does not. No, that's what I don't like.
So maybe the glass cleaner isn't as good. The
know.
glass cleaner from possibly a different brand.
I'll do a direct spray right here. Even though I.
What's up, Johnny B?
Direct spray. Box method.
Blind taste testing.
Jimmy won't tell us.
Do you see it's kind of streaky?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
Oh geez. And then what I will say this, Joe
Sticky.
Jimmy. Look how much friction I have.
Yeah.
Well, so far, that spray-on stuff, or the spray-on rinse-off protection,
Your favorite thing?
I'd use that on wheels. Okay. I'd take it home.
What do you think? It's pulling stuff off.
You know, it's not my favorite though. It's not as good as this other one I've been using.
Gosh, this car is horrible. The more I look at the paint, this thing is so water spotted. It's like this needs heavy cutting, which is unfortunate because we've already cut this car before, like multiple times, and it's been great. This paint is super hard on this thing. It's unfortunate, but I'm seeing etchings, water spots.
Yeah, the paint's not great.
Paint's not great. Feels good though now. It's feeling pretty nice.
What do you think, Lucas?
Not too shabby. I'm just making sure that I'm not leaving him with a
Streaky
windshield that he can't see out of.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when I pulled it in, I could barely see out of it. So
I'll say this. It's not my favorite glass cleaner. It's not as good as another one that, you know, we've been trying. But I would use it. Like, I like it more than some others that I've used in the past for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Anthony, you want to try this glass cleaner? Does it flash?
It does. It just we also use that quick detailer on the glass here,
Oh,
so
sure,
I'm just
sure.
wondering if that's having any like
Negative effect.
lasting effect. We'll go to this other side over here and do. Yeah, definitely smells really good. Which is just usually a brand. Most brands will have a non-scented glass cleaner, right? Because sometimes some of the scents or any type of fragrances that they use will actually impact the streaking or like the flashing off of a product. Whereas that's where typically you'll see like soaps that are heavy with fragrance because it's doesn't necessarily negatively affect a soap. But
What do you think, glass-wise?
yeah, I would use it. I like it. You don't like it?
I think it's kind of meh. I don't like how long it flashes, and then. But one thing I will say, so that I want to give it benefit here is, it feels like when you hit the window and you do your box method, the towel sticks to the window, which kind of tells me that at that point the window is clean. There's nothing on the window. It's naked, essentially. So. But like on that window, right, he just wiped it down, and I can see streaking still happening.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's
So
why
this is.
you have to go over it multiple times to
But
get
this is what I mean about adding a fragrance to a glass cleaner. That's why there's not a lot of glass cleaners out there that will have fragrances. I think that Koch Chemie knocked it out of the park because they have a fragrance to their glass cleaner, but their glass cleaner also changes the surface tension. So like when you're using it, you're actually left with slicker glass when using their glass cleaner. But like TrueView, for example, no fragrance there, well, just chemical fragrance.
But it has a slick surface afterwards. It's
not as slick as Koch's.
but like this one, when you wipe it down, one, it streaks, but two, there's no slickness to this one.
Perfect glass, super clean. That's got a couple magic things in it to make it just, it's a good glass cleaner. And I'm trying to think, Sternoglass glass is nice because I know it uses a different chemistry. That one has just a kind of a cleaner scent in it. I don't know if it's just that of the natural, just chemicals, or not natural, but just the chemical scent. I don't know. I do, like I said, this is heavy on the fragrance. Back in the day, when we've tested other heavily fragranced glass cleaners, it streaked or it didn't flash off as fast, and it wasn't like the best experience. But
So basically what you're saying is you like it because it's got good fragrance. Yeah. It does the job, if you will, but it's not 100%.
there's something else in it, though. I'm getting like a hint of something. It's not alcohol. Maybe it is alcohol.
I think we have 2 more left: interior cleaner and tire dressing.
Yeah. So interior cleaner here. Again, I don't think there's any
Tire
color.
dressing's white, Fisher.
Hold on.
Ooh, it smells coconutty.
Dude, I think these are all dead sprayers. So this is interior cleaner.
Whiff it.
So something will.
It's coconutty.
Coconutty.
That and the glass cleaner are my 2
Smell
favorite
that?
smelling so far. Well, they're the only
I'm
ones that
gonna
have a
burn
smell.
through this. And then. It's not that blue. Maybe it is. Okay. Smells of this. Complimentary of the glass cleaner.
Let me see.
Hold on, am I getting the same smell?
Same smell.
Is it the same smell?
Same smell.
Are they the same product?
Unless
Put in two different bottles? It's a 2-in-1 type of deal.
No, it is pretty much the same.
it's the
You gave us a
same
2-for-1,
thing. You're
didn't you?
messing with us. What does this smell like?
Okay, I'm getting like
I think you need to smell all three.
I'm getting like fumes right now. Hold on.
Same.
Somebody walked in.
That smells like the exact same scent.
So let's just skip it.
Tire dressing.
Garbage.
No, you can't skip it.
This is probably the best, one of the best smelling tire dressings I've ever smelled.
Coconut.
Dude. I love this.
I love tire dressing.
No, I love the smell of this.
It's really good.
It's like coconutty, but it's like, maybe it's like, that's good, dude. I want to like eat that. That's amazing. I like the way that smells. Okay.
We're doing tire dressing first,
I'm
then
gonna do tire
interior.
dressing. Yeah, I'm gonna do on the back rear tire. Jimmy, I want to talk to you a little bit while I'm doing this process. Ooh.
Oh, that's not the color I expected it to be.
Cement.
Dude, I think I know where we're at now.
Do you?
That color right there.
No. Oh.
No, dude, that color is a giveaway right there.
Yeah.
Car Pro.
Not Car Pro. You're not far off, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut until the
You
reveal.
figured it out though, huh?
I think I figured it out. The color was a dead giveaway, but like
Here, let me show you.
you said Car Pro, you're close, but it's not. I'm just gonna keep
I
my
didn't
mouth.
say Car Pro.
See, it's hitting him too.
I said Gion.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until the very end. So are you saying Gion?
I'm not 100% sure. I might.
I'm not sticking with that though.
I might do a little bit of recon.
You mean retcon?
What does that mean?
You said recon.
Reconnaissance.
What kind of reconnaissance are you going to do other than the normal testing that you're already doing, Gabe?
Well, here's the deal. I'll talk to my friends at Google. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do some searches. Just kidding.
I like the look of that. I think it looks good. What do you think?
I like it. Yeah.
The dirt on the body, though, takes a lot of that away. But
Oh, dry to the touch. Feel
Is
that.
it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Delightful. I like that. Delightful. Well, I will hit the rest of the tires. Do you want to get the interior, the glass interior?
Let's have Lucas try the tire dressing real quick.
Come here, dude. I'll even, There you go, Lucas.
Thank you, sir.
What's funny is I think that the products, how this has gone from like start to finish process, right? Started as like, okay, a little watery. It's getting a little better, right? Oh, soap? Good soap. Okay, decent soap. Oh, soap. Are we using a dish soap? We're not using a dish soap. We don't think we're using a dish soap, but it feels like a dish soap.
No Googling,
Okay.
Gabe.
Moving on.
Look at this guy. He's
Then,
cheating.
then after the soap,
Jimmy,
then,
here's the deal.
then after the
I'm
soap,
checking my email. Look at it. Email.
Yeah, right.
then after the soap, ceramic sealant, well, we'll say that, or whatever it is, ceramic spray, worked exactly as intended. I hoped it was going to go that well, and it did. Perfect, right? Did something amazing for the paint in terms of like just making it feel less dry. And the detail spray, I was like, okay, this is getting better. This is getting better. Glass cleaner. Decent. I just like the smell of it. But then I was disappointed to find the same scent as the interior cleaner. Lazy. It's lazy. Don't do that. So I was disappointed to see that. But we'll see, right? Maybe the interior cleaner just builds up a wicked lather. Maybe it's awesome. And then as the cherry on top, right, when I saw the color of the dressing, I was like, I think I know what this is. I've never smelled the dressing before, so I'm kind of like, ooh. And then also, too, it makes sense. My theory, there has been a change to a couple of these products recently over the last, we'll call it year, right? Or maybe the color changed a little bit, right?
He knows what it is.
And I think that because the color changed,
Where's the
it
glass?
threw us off Otherwise, it would have been pretty obvious. But I think I know.
Okay. Well,
went-
what we'll do at the end of this video, I'll have you guys each write down what you think it is on like a note card or something.
And then
we'll
reveal it?
reveal
Okay, we'll
and then
reveal
I'll
it.
tell you who's right.
Yeah. So I think that
Gabe's just cheating, just straight up cheating. So he's probably gonna
Yeah.
figure it out eventually.
no.
I don't.
We're gonna have to put a ban on
I am-
checking.
No, I'll be
I am-
honest.
I
I'll be
am-
honest. I don't know. I am stumped.
Okay.
I'm genuinely stumped. But I do.
I'm very confident.
Okay. Well, let's see how
Okay.
Lucas is
Okay.
doing.
All right.
What do you think, Lucas?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here trying to debate what it could be.
What do you think of the
'Cause, like,
tire dressing though?
The tire dressing, it's not bad. It's not my favorite, to be honest. It's a little thick when applying it, but
Okay.
it looks good. I like the
Anthony,
look
you
of it.
want to hop in the Viper
I-
chair and do
trust
one
me.
tire?
Trust me. I know.
Sure.
I know something.
Here's my issue.
That,
is
like-
there's a couple that I think it could be, but then there's things in the bottles that are contradicting why it could be that brand.
I
Is
know.
there multiple brands? Can you at least tell us that?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Bro, that's
So what's funny? So, am I getting flashbacks now? Right? There's 2 years ago, right? Or 2 years ago, I went to the United Kingdom, right? And I went and I sniffed a lot of products, right? So many that I was like, okay, I was overwhelmed. But there was a particular brand, right, where I sniffed some stuff. I even used some of it, right, at that time. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I have a pretty good idea. But I'll wait till the end.
the thing that's throwing me off is the no color in half of them and the no scent.
I know.
That's
I
why
know.
I can't figure
but
it
there's
out.
something. There's a trick that happened,
Yes.
and I will.
No, you
yes.
know what
Yes.
brand the tire.
No.
The tire.
No,
No,
I
he
know.
knows.
Interior cleaner here.
I mean, part of the fun is guessing what it is, but the big element of
gonna
this
grab
video
this
is
Viper
testing
chair.
what we actually think of each product. So far on the product line, it's not terrible. It's not great. It's hard to. See, the hard thing is washing a car that is so. That the paint is hammered.
Yeah.
Like even looking on the hood, you want to see results, and your results are water spots.
Yeah, and maybe
At the
what
same
I'll
time,
do
though-
is
I think that's the tough thing.
At the same time, though, can we do good justice to the product line if we're doing it on a completely well-maintained,
Right.
coated car that looks immaculate, feels immaculate?
You ready for this?
This is really
Okay.
the best use of these products.
Yeah.
Is to see how well they can clean up something.
Okay.
Doesn't lather, does it?
Zero lather.
It's like you're putting glass. Does it feel like you're?
Nah, dude.
It's like you're using TrueView to clean.
Nah, dude. No. You want to know why?
Why?
This isn't a cleaner. This is a freaking interior quick detailer. Give me a towel. I need a towel. This isn't a cleaner.
What?
This is an interior
you
quick.
caught me.
This is an interior quick detailer,
Now I have an idea.
sir.
You're
this
screwing
is-
with us?
This-
Yeah, he caught the change.
This is
I thought I would get him on the last product of the day.
nah, dude.
Wait, you're messing with us?
No, just on that one. That one specifically.
This right here is an interior quick detailer. This is not a cleaner. Otherwise, that would have been very disappointing. But you know what, though?
Yeah, you can see the blotchiness up by the glass.
Yeah. It's like very dark.
But here's what I think, though. Still lazy. I'll stand by that. Change the scent. Change the scent. Give me a different scent for at least an interior quick detailer than the rest of the glass cleaners or whatever.
All right, let's let Lucas do a front panel real quick.
Yeah.
Now that you figured out the trick, I knew if I would have named it that, you would have figured it out.
The thing is this smells, now that I know it's in a quick detailer, or an interior quick detailer too, I feel like I know what this is.
Yeah, maybe. Spray it, find out.
I'll tell you right now, there's not a lot of brands that are kind of niche or European or Asian or however you want to describe a brand. There's not a lot of them out there that have quick interior detailers. So just something to keep in mind. It's like a popular thing here in the U.S., right? You know, you have like interior detailers and whatnot, but you don't typically see that. You'll usually see an interior cleaner and then also like a dressing or a topper to the cleaner.
One other thing I want to ask the audience, if you guys are interested, I can do the same thing I did with the black bottles, but for ceramic coating. We can start
Ceramic
just
coating
start
would be
chatting.
ceramic coating would be pretty wild
Yeah.
because
That'd be a fun one.
you know.
Maybe that'll be our. Maybe we can make that like the 100K special or something. We'll see.
So from right to left, let's do this. First up, iron remover. What are you rating it?
Iron remover, I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. I really liked it.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Okay. Ceramic spray, apply with water.
I would give that one an 8. It actually did really good, hydrophobic right out of the gate. Did what it was supposed to.
It did exactly. Yeah. Again, it did what it was supposed to. I expected nothing less. Right when I saw that with water, I was like, okay,
That's cool.
then this should have the same effect as X, Y, and Z of these other brands. So
Were you trying to climb right there?
No, I'll give it an 8.
I kind of knew what to expect with that product after we got the directions and whatnot, so there's not too much scale for that, but I'd give it a 9. I dig those kinds of products, especially for like wheel maintenance. So
Interior cleaner, detailer.
Which is the detailer. I would give that a 6. It was underwhelming. Actually a 5. It was, no, I'll give it a 6. It did what it was supposed to do, but when filling it, at least the panels after you applied it, it wasn't greasy or slick, which is always, I guess, in a sense, a positive. So I want to give it a positive on that front.
Say a 7. Like I would use it, but like I would like to see a combination of like something else in that, right? So maybe it was a cleaner that lathered as well, right? Something, right? Because I think that a cleaner can still technically be a quick detailer. Just depends on how well it's diluted and how much like residual sudsiness is left behind. Obviously, there's nothing there. I'm assuming it's some type of, polymer-based, spray, like very similar to an exterior detailer, but just being used on the interior.
yeah, not my favorite or wherever it is, interior cleaner. Not my favorite interior cleaner. It's not the worst one that I have used.
Did I rate
but
it?
Yeah, you said I thought you said an 8 or
No.
6.
On the interior cleaner?
7.
7.
7.
I said 6. You said 7.
I'm saying 7.
Okay, so for the
I think.
interior cleaner, it's not my favorite. I've tried worse interior detailers, so I'm not going to say that it's terrible, but I'd give it a 6.
Wheel cleaner.
I give it a 5. I don't think it did great.
Okay.
Personally.
I said a 5 at the beginning. I'll probably bump it up just a little bit because we needed that comparison magic wheel cleaner. These wheels were hammered. There was a lot of stuff caked on. I don't think that what we were using was going to cut through it regardless of just spraying on without agitation. So, but even with agitation, 6, 6.5.
Yeah, I'd agree. 6.5. It's not great.
That's the one where I'd probably give it a 5. There was still a slight browning on the tire, so I don't know.
Let's say like 5.5. Like it ran off too much for me. And if it's going to run off that much, then I feel like I'm wasting a lot of product. And if I'm seeing it cling, or if I'm seeing the ability to go right back into a brush and right onto the tire, and it's like instantaneous, yeah, it took a little bit to work, but I mean, it did build up that beautiful chocolate milk.
It did.
5.5, 5.5.
I'd bump it up to a 6.5 just because it did lather up pretty nicely after you did agitate it. I would not use it as a touchless tire cleaning, but I think a combination of those tires being hammered mixed with the agitation, I think it.
What if you didn't spray it into the brush, though? You can't spray it into the brush. You just gotta go straight, dry brush right into that tire. Would that-
Probably wouldn't lather the same. I should have tried that, but yeah.
Detail spray.
Detail spray, I'd give it a 6.5. I think it did a good job on the towel. It felt good. It took a little bit to set up, which is fine. That's pretty typical, but it wasn't like it didn't amplify the paint as much as I would have liked to seen, or as much as
Paint
others.
is wasted.
It is wasted, but
It's
even on wasted
wasted.
paint, even on different spots,
Okay.
I just don't think it was there 100%. So that's why I'm at this 6.5.
Okay, you ready for this? I'm giving that like a 9.
Really? Because of the smell?
I've used a lot of detail sprays. That's like one of my favorite like starting points on a brand. And like a detail spray, I think kind of gives me like that nice feel-good feeling when I'm using something. They have a good scent with this spray, but also that paint felt so crappy. Like you saw me try to dry the paint just with my own drying towel, right? Before we sprayed anything on it, just to do a quick test spot. Sucked. It was horrible, right? This like gave that paint exactly what it needed. it not only instantaneously felt better, but I felt like the flash off was good. It wasn't streaking, it wasn't building up on anything, and the slickness was there. And I do think that the gloss would have been there if it wasn't for the contaminants.
Hypothetically, though, what if you took? I can't even find the one. What if you took out the ceramic spray? Then
No,
did it?
that's on its own. Still, I still give it a 9.
Did you try it?
I did try it on its own. Yeah.
Okay, you did.
I think it's killer. I think
You
it's
did
a
on the roof?
Yep, I think it's a killer quick detailer.
I didn't try it without the ceramic spray, so
Yeah, I really like it.
okay.
I'm gonna go in the middle. I'd say it's a 7. In the way that we used it as a drying aid, it's really slick under the towel, so I'm a big fan of that part of it. But kind of like what you said, the paint's so hammered that I don't think we're gonna get any gloss enhancement from any of these products, to be honest. So, and the smell was a little underwhelming for me, so 7.
Okay, all right. Glass cleaner.
I'll give it a 5.5. It did the job. It cleaned the glass. It had a good scent, but it streaked, and it took a couple of wipes to fully get the streakiness off. Once it was off, the towel did grab to the glass, indicating that the glass was clean. So I know that the product works. The product's, you know, as far as what they say is cleaning, it does clean the glass. But as far as time-wise, as a detailer, I'm looking at efficiency. I want something that I can spray the glass, get it done with, and that's why I gave it that.
I'm gonna say like a 7.5, 7.5. I think it's okay. I think it's good, but I think the fragrance in it, I think it is adding to a little bit of that extra working time, a little bit of that streakiness. I think depending on how dirty the glass is, it could have some buildup. I did get a little bit of that alcohol smell out of there, so I know it's gonna cut through that stuff pretty well. It's going to be more so that flash time and those final few flips and wipes, which it's probably gonna have some type of negative effect there. With that said though, a glass cleaner can have a wow rating, and there's been a recent glass cleaner we've tested here, which you guys wouldn't even know about anytime soon. But we tested a recent glass cleaner that did have that wow factor, but it was almost too good, if that makes sense. And it made me think like this is not good because it's too good.
That's not glass cleaner.
That's maybe it's not good. Yeah.
This is gasoline.
Yeah, maybe it's something else. And so with that said, I could give a glass cleaner a much higher rating, but most glass cleaners are probably going to be in that 7 to 8 range for me, unless it blows me away. And so that's that.
I think it's a good glass cleaner. I would give it a 7. Like as far as the interior windshield, when we had that 50-50, like I think it cuts through grime perfectly fine. It does not have that wow factor like some of the other ones we've tried, and it does have a little bit of work to get off some of the streaking, but it's not the worst one I've tried. I like it.
Cool. Fair.
Bucket soap.
So bucket
Palm olive. or unscented dish soap.
Pat, can I just clump the two soaps together?
No.
Okay.
Separate.
All right.
Give it a rating.
So I'll give it a 6.5. It foamed really well. It did what it was supposed to. It clinged onto the paint. I would say the bucket soap clinged on better than the original soap, but it lacked scent.
Okay, so you're dinging it for that? Okay, that's fine, which is fine.
I'm dinging it for that. I think it did the job. I don't know. It just wasn't wow for me. Okay. I didn't have the wow factor.
Okay. I did genuinely, once we started talking about dish soap, I know it was just kind of put into our brain, but it made me really genuinely feel like it was a dish soap. It's thick. It's thick in the sense that it was a thinner viscosity, but the way it felt on my hands, it felt really concentrated. And I think that once I had my hands in the bucket, on the mitt, it just kind of had that kind of sliminess, which some people would see as lubricity. I just saw it as kind of like an annoyance of the way it felt on my hands. I didn't really like that. It felt like it just wasn't coming off properly. Kind of like if you ever use like soft water and then like wash your hands with soft water and then go like, get off my hands. I don't want this on my hands anymore. Not really a ding. I do wish I had a scent, mainly because if it's a bucket wash, it probably should have something fun for enthusiasts or hobbyists or whatever. But if it's for detailers, maybe detailers don't care about scents. I'm going to go ahead. I will give it 7.
7. Okay, so we're not too far off on that one.
I give it a 6.5. There's nothing that wowed me. It does cling better than the snow foam out of a foam cannon, but doesn't have that layering effect like GSF has. I think it's lacking in lubricity. I don't think it's as slick as some of the soaps that we already carry. The scent is very underwhelming, so scent's like a big thing for me as far as like soaps and stuff. So
especially
6.5.
Okay. Snow foam.
That one I would rate less than. I would say 5.5. That one, again, no scent. It didn't cling as well as the bucket soap. I didn't really fill in the bucket in the sense of how it fills on my hands. And I did do the claying on the bucket soap, which it did work, but there's just no wow factor. That's the thing. I guess at the end of the day is when I look at the product, I can say, yeah, the product worked. It worked, but the wow factor is just really low, and that's why I give it a rating of 5.5.
I'd give it, all right, I'm skipping right over you.
I guess whatever, Lucas. Yeah. Forget the guy in the middle. Snow foam. I think if it was, if it's popular in the European market, if it's popular overseas, I think it did exactly what a snow foam would be intended to do. Because it did have runoff, it didn't cling as long as the bucket soap, but that's not the intention of a snow foam. A snow foam is actually going to be able to pull things, and it's going to be something you're going to rinse first before going into anything else. And so for that reason, I'll probably give it an 8 because I think it was intended to be used as a snow foam traditionally, like a snow foam should be used. And I wish it did have a scent. Again, along with the bucket wash, it doesn't.
It was also a little bit more wet in the sense of the bucket soap.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But I mean, again, I'd probably use it last but not least here.
Oh wait,
Oh yeah, sorry, Lucas. Oh yeah, he did the same thing to me.
Snow foam, probably 6.5 again, just kind of like the rest of them. There's just no wow factor. Just not hugely impressed with it.
Okay. Tire dressing.
I actually really like the tire dressing. It was not bad. I would give that one, well,
taking a look at the tires.
Front tires aren't looking good.
the front, but the back, was the front wet, Lucas?
At the bottom, it was a little wet.
I don't know. That rear tire I think looks pretty good.
I'm going to give, you know what, I'm sticking with what I was originally going to say. To me, it looks like the tires might need to be dry, but I would give it a 7.5. I think that easy to apply. You apply it with an applicator or a towel, and you let it sit, and it gives you not a shine, but a nice matte finish. And the coconutty smell is really appealing. So for that reason, I give it a 7.
Honestly, I'm probably going to give it like an 8. I almost want to give it an 8.5 just for the scent. I love the scent. I think it's amazing. I would totally use that just because I enjoy using the scent. The color, not ideal for applicators. Most applicators are going to be lighter in color. It's going to ruin every one of those applicators. Applicators are going to get destroyed anyways during the tire dressing process, but just the color of that, you're usually going to be tossing those applicators because they're just going to look ugly. But yeah, I think that the instantaneous dryness, right when Gabe wiped it off, he wasn't even knocking it down with a towel. And we were just taking our hands across it, and it was perfectly dry to the touch.
I did knock it down.
You did knock it down?
Yeah, so I went with the applicator, and then I flipped the applicator, and then I wiped it.
Okay, well, I won't give that a full knockdown. Then I'd probably say it's like a partial knockdown.
Sure.
Even a partial knockdown, felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I 8 mainly because the way it smells. Yeah.
I'd give it a 7.5. I think it's one of my favorite ones that, at least out of the bottles here. The scent's the big wow factor for me. I am a big fan of the scent. I do wish it was a little bit thinner, like applying it seems a little bit thick and grabby on the tire. But the finish of it is, I'm a big fan of like the matte, dry kind of finish. So I like it. Wow. I'd use it again.
Cue Survivor music. We'll vote individually, then we'll do the big reveal on what we think at the end. Let's do this.
There's an opportunity for 2 points. Okay. So
I feel like I'm in grade school.
you get a point if you guess that there's multiple brands and it turns out that there's multiple brands, you get a point. If you guess that it's a single brand, that's fine, but you don't get a point. If you guess the name, if you choose multiple, and you also guess the name of one of the multiple brands, you also get another point. Did you guess 2?
You said multiple. I put lithium as my
Oh, you think lithium? Okay. And then you also think?
Car Pro Mix.
One brand.
Okay.
One brand.
Okay.
Pretty confident.
Okay.
You guys think you know what it is?
Potentially.
Maybe so.
Okay.
No.
Here it is. It is one brand. It's not multiple. There's 2 points on the line, but there's a possibility to still get a point. For
Okay.
you. And the brand is the single brand that we tested today. It was Geon Chemicals.
Dang it! That was my first guess!
That's what I said before we started this.
Oh, I went back to You know what? It was a stupid Google searching.
So here's what that's,
Really?
that's what messed you up because
Because I was on it. I sent Neon.
some colors. So right after what had happened is right after we were going through and I had smelled the quick detailer, I was like, okay, so I know that Gion has a really good smelling quick detailer. I know that that's very similar to what we had said with the shampoo stuff, right?
Okay.
But here's the problem, right? Their old quick detailer formula used to be colored.
Mm-hmm. And all their bottles are tinted.
So now they have the Q2M quick detailer,
So they are clear.
right?
I did see.
And so once they switched to the Q2M, they changed the color of the quick detailer to where
dang it.
now it is that of a like a whitish color, milky color. And so, but that's where I was like, okay, for sure. And then I had a feeling that right when we had poured out some of the, we'd put a little bit of the spray sealant in there. I knew, I'm like, if it's orange, then I know.
Mhm.
Then I know for sure.
And the tire dressing just confirmed. I saw you
And then
working it out.
The tire dressing confirmed, and then I already knew that when I was using that interior cleaner,
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be an
Yeah.
interior cleaner. I knew it was going to be interior detailer.
And I knew if I labeled it interior detailer, you would have been like,
you did,
I know
you
what
did
this
a good
is.
job. Now, what's also funny, right? Remember when we were talking about hand soaps and we were talking about like dish soaps, right?
Yeah.
Gion Bathe, which I believe is what it's called,
Mhm.
comes with a freaking pump on the top.
Correct.
So you can actually utilize it and wash yourself?
You just, yeah, there's just a pump on the top, right?
Yeah.
Like a dish soap.
Yep.
So
That's correct.
Dang.
I
And
think
so
the
does the
lesson
tire
here
dressing.
today is don't freaking Google anything.
Stick with your gut.
My initial thought was Gion, then I went.
Tell us what
Car
you
Pro.
guessed, because
So
they
what
don't
you
know.
I guess.
So, okay, my initial thought was
I don't
Gion.
even know what he guessed.
Yeah, it's funny. It's very funny.
So the way Jimmy said it was write on a paper if this matched, then there's like 2, and then you could put another company. So I was like, okay. So I put lithium
Okay.
and CarPro. And the reason why I went CarPro has a great.
CarPro Pro, yeah.
Yes. So I was like, oh, CarPro. But that was after I Googled everything. So I guess don't Google things.
Yeah.
Oh!
And Anthony was just dead on. No multiple. He got 2 points, so he beat
Yeah,
you
but
both.
to be fair, I gave them that.
I know,
Yeah,
but I
that's
remember
true.
I said I need to check the color of this.
But you should have helped him. This is a competition. So for the next one, you guys know, don't help each other. You got to keep this
I
a
helped
secret.
him.
I was gonna figure it out no matter
I
what.
think you were going to figure out on the interior anyways.
No,
right?
I knew like right when I started thinking about the interior, the quick detailer, I was like, I think I know.
But
I-
without, okay, be honest though. Had you not seen the color? Had you not seen the color of the liquid when I poured it into the beacon?
that was the confirming thing. That was confirming earlier on. I would have found out no matter what once this would have came out.
Yeah.
I would have.
Oh,
But you got me.
God.
But I was ahead of the game.
When we first walked out here and I saw the rinse-on ceramic spray.
What'd you guess?
First thing I thought of was wet coat. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's Gion. And then we started going through, and in my head, I've never used their products. So I was like, oh, they got scents and colors and all this stuff. And then we started going down the line. I was like, oh, there's no chance.
What
of
did you
it.
guess?
Dude, I guess turtle wax.
You
I
know
was
what
just
though?
throwing something.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible because we probably will get some type of store-bought product like turtle wax.
In my
or
head, it
wires
made
in
sense.
the
Like
future.
scentless soaps, just kind of basic.
Yeah.
I think this just reiterates why we do this is there are so many brands that you can buy with so many scents, and to be honest, at the end of the day, you get to a point where scents and detailing products, they're gonna cross at some point in time. It just makes it tough because dang it, you have the idea in your head. Oh, I just
Oh my god.
I tried
I'm
cheating.
thinking we do like some sort of championship, right? So I don't know how long this series will go for, right? But right now, Anthony's got 2 points. You guys both have 0 points.
Wait, he's got
right?
two. Oh, because
He has
only
2
went with-
points.
he went with
one
one
brand, and
he
guess
was
Gion.
right.
Yep. So Anthony has 2 points right now, but you guys can catch up.
Okay.
In the next few videos, you know, we do a couple more
Maybe the next
tests.
one we have like a +5 bonus point one. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
So-
maybe we could get crazy.
Extra credit?
Maybe
I like
extra
that.
credit.
Figure something like
I'll
that.
do some
Okay.
extra credit.
So a message to Gion. Gion, you have good products. I think that across the board, I think everything here worked as intended.
They do
I
good.
think if you use Gion products at home, awesome. Probably the thing I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy the quick detailer in my own personal, if I want to, quick detailer, and probably the tire dressing.
The tire dressing for sure. I thought it's a fantastic product. Oh my gosh, I like that stuff for sure.
I'm gonna take the wet comb home.
Oh, the wet coat. The wet coat too. Actually, kind of reminds us of Easy Coat a little bit, right?
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, maybe
I'm a fan of the way.
I'll finish this.
So if
Okay.
you're, if you're gonna pick up some Geon products, pick up some Rad Company microfiber.
Can we at least get the original bottles that they came in, because they're cool looking bottles?
They look great, man.
I would like some cool bottles to store this in.
Yeah.
So as always, right? If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more product testing here at the Rad Company, blind product testing, I should say, please let us know in the comments. Again, we're open to more names. We're open to more product suggestions. We drop them down in the comments, right? What do you want to see? Jimmy's going to go through this.
I'm watching.
And he's going to take everything. He'll be watching.
Yeah.
We might do multiple brands here in the future. Maybe he might actually throw a dish soap in
No.
the mix.
It's possible.
Maybe, possibly.
Wait. Can I
Can we keep
clear?
it to Cardi telling?
No. Can
Maybe.
I clear something up though?
Yeah.
Moving forward, and maybe this is a question for you folks watching. Do you want to see 2 brands in one video, or do you want it to be 1 brand in one video?
I think people want to see you guys struggle and have a mental breakdown.
Struggle, dude.
Because the end of this video is gonna be crazy.
I'm
I
just
mean,
super
There's a system to this.
pissed
Yeah.
because I googled it and I messed it. Geon was my first choice.
Yeah.
It was my first choice before.
You said it
Camera
multiple
ever
times in the video.
Okay, rewind
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Do you think he went Geon on us? Jimmy, do you think you went Geon?
All right. So, again, if you guys enjoy this stuff, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe for more of this amazing detailing content that you know and love. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.